Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon Black and White Hardcore Nuzlocke Retrospective, a series in which I recall the events of my journey through Unova, giving you some tips and thoughts on the game as a whole. If you don't know the rules for Hardcore Nuzlocke, that means you didn't watch my last video, but I've conveniently left the rules in the description below for you. Without further ado, let's pick this back up where we left off. We kick off this chapter by getting ambushed right outside the gym by Fennel. She sends us to the Dream Yard to gather some Dream Mist, however we have to use Cut to get in. Now, the rules state we can't use Toby in battle, but there isn't a rule stating we can't use his dead corpse to cut down a tree. Bianca follows us in as we encounter Team Plasma kicking a Muna. We can't let this stand, so we challenge both grunts to a battle and win. However, they just keep kicking it while holding us back. Bianca, you're like to the left of that Team Plasma grunt, you could do something. Loser. Then three Getses appear. What's the plural of Getses? Then three Getsai appear. The Team Plasma grunt. That's so dumb. The Team Plasma grunts run off as a Mashrana comes out to save the Muna. Then Fennel sneaks up on us to collect the Dream Mist, and we stick around to get ourselves a Muna of our own that we call Lucidity. Lucy? Lucidity? Lucidity? Does that work? Like Lucy? Fennel gives us a completely useless item and we head straight for the next route and take on a preschool full of trainers.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
As we continue through the route, we take on Sharon for the 5th rival fight of the game.
You're joking. Not another one?
We send out Lucidity to get a special attack EV and then switch to Bucky to clear up his team. Team Plasma pushes past us as Bianca explains they stole a little girl's Pokemon, so we head to Wayward Cave to take on Team Plasma once again. This, however, goes exactly like last time, so the stolen Pokemon is returned to Sharon as he gives them to the little girl. Back on Route 3, we have a chat with Bianca and then Sharon, and now it's time for our encounter. The reason why I save it until after Team Plasma is because I have a conspiracy theory that you can't get Blitzle until you do so. This is completely superstitious nonsense from me, but some people believe the Moonlander was fake, so is this that far-fetched? Unfortunately, we get no such luck, and we get a Pidove that we call Paulie.
Why'd you even choose a pigeon anyway? It's a terrible
Pokemon.
Because they're a staple of New York. They're non-threatening and they're everywhere.
They're carriers of disease and they eat garbage!
Name the pigeon!
LockyStreams.
Can't make me.
I can make you and I will name the pigeon. That's an order!
Polly.
Thank you.
We also skip the Wayward Cave encounter to guarantee a better Pokemon later. We make our way through the rest of Route 3 and then train onto more Dinos to get the team a higher level for the next encounter in Pinwheel Forest. We apply a repel and then head for the darker grass to try and trigger a double battle to gain more options. It's worth noting here that the chances of catching Pokemon in these areas are slightly harder. We take on the trainers in the area and Ali evolves. My partner responded to this with, "Yay, now I'm a Hedgepeggy." We get to the doubles grass and get the choice of Sork and Timpole. We opt for the Timpole simply because it's easier to catch. It's also an amazing encounter for late game, so we are chuffed. We name it Tiana and have a quick look at its stats on PK Hacks. This is the lowest stats I think I've ever seen on a Pokemon. For the uninformed, I'm specifically looking at its IV stats. Each Pokemon can get up to 31 IVs in each stat. The higher it is, the better. Not only this, but the nature isn't great and it's got the worst ability out of the two available. So yeah, I'm not too happy with this encounter.
My whole good mood is ruined. I hope you're happy with yourself. I am happy with myself. I have a positive mental attitude.
We train it regardless and head to the gym and instead intercepted by N once again. He is a pushover though, and if your Pokemon are anywhere near the level they should be, this would be no problem. We get a tour around a museum and then take on the gym trainers and a gym puzzle and unlock the path to the gym leader.
Is there a slow setting? Best door ever.
It's finally time to take on Lenora. She is no joke and her Pokemon are hard hitters for this stage of the game, so I definitely recommend having some counterplay for her team. The strategy we opt for is a bit convoluted, but the main goal is to let Ali set up workups and then sweep with Flame Charge. We lead with Paulie to take the Intimidate from Lenora's Herdia, and then we use Leah to lower its defense, and this is when I realised I forgot to turn on battle animations.
Uh-oh.
I have no idea when I last saved, so this is something you're going to have to deal with, I'm afraid. Both Pokemon on either side of the field use Leah twice before I switch to Bucky, who tanks a massive takedown. This is a problem because if the Herdia high rolls us or crits us with its next takedown, we die. Fortunately, Bucky isn't exactly going to be a mainstay for the rest of the run, so we take the risk and use Confuse Ray. Herdia hits itself with Confusion and it's time to switch to Ali. We set up 2 workups as Herdia hits itself twice more.
Try to use a move on Ali.
Okay. I can't. I simply can't.
Turns out the lack of luck we had for our encounters were saved for this very fight, as that had a 12.5% chance of happening. From here on out, it's a simple sweep with Flame Charge as Ali takes down the following Watchog after. And there it is, the second gym badge, the basic badge. Thank you for watching this chapter of my journey. Next week we'll be attempting to gain the Beetle badge. Join me Tuesday of this upcoming week on Twitch to watch the events unfold live. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.